Welcome back to Madden. I guess I usually don't talk during this. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it on this time. I don't know. Depends on how the game's going. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. This is the 9th video of the face of the franchise. We're still in season 1, obviously, because I'm doing 1 game per video. Boy, do you have to change it every time? Because I changed it to kick last time. I guess I'll use that jersey. I don't care if I don't. Actually, I could change the pants. Maybe I could put the dark pants in. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Something different. Alright, and the Chiefs. We'll leave them with that. And let's go. We're facing the Kansas City Chiefs, who are also 5-1. So 2 5-1 teams going head to head here for this one. Here in the face of the franchise number 9, which is week 7 here on this season. The first 2 videos were part of college and preseason. And then the third video of this face of the franchise was my first week of playing this, or first week of the season here. So we're in week 7 on number 9, so we're 2 ahead, or 2 behind.
For the right to be number 1. It's a coach. You're immersed in the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a battle of the top 2 teams in the AFC West, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, a terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Patrick Mahomes now in his 3rd season in the league, leading the Chiefs onto the field. And boy, when the Chiefs traded starting quarterback Alex Smith before 2018, a lot of people were wondering how good Patrick Mahomes could be, and he showed the entire league how good he could be, racking up over 5,000 yards and tied for 2nd most passing touchdowns in a season with 50 of them. And he was handed the MVP and Offensive Player of the Year awards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Kelce, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. A Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, we check the starters now for Denver. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And let's look quickly here at the Denver offense.
And they should be set up for a big game. They have one of the hottest offenses in the league. They're coming in riding a winning streak, but we've seen these quick turnaround games really wreak havoc with what you've done previously. Hopefully they simplified their offense, and they'll just let their playmakers go out and do what they do best.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The numbers on the ground for Hyde last week. 19 carries, 56 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Complete here. It's Hyde. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Seriously, it won't let me challenge. He did not get that first down, man. He did not get that first down. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I want to see. I don't think he got that first down. Great, it doesn't tell you where the first down line is. Barely to that. I don't know, man. It doesn't even tell you the first down line. Where'd they mark him?
This is Darwin Thompson, 6th-round pick from Utah State. And he'll be
I
taken
still don't
down
know,
as
man.
that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes has some fond memories of playing here in Denver. In fact, one of his earliest NFL memories came here in the Mile High City. That was back in the final week of the 2017 season while Alex Smith was resting up for the playoffs. And we got a glimpse of what the young Mahomes could do. He threw for 284 yards in a 27-24 Chiefs victory. That, of course, was the first start of the career for Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
And Denver getting set to take the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Okay, Frank. 44 is mine. Check. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also with offensive line.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This is the tight end fan. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
A 57-yard attempt.
Why can't I call a timeout? I don't want to kick a field goal. Dude, come on! That's ridiculous! Come on! That's
bull. They're not
wow.
Gonna get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range.
Unbelievable. That's stupid.
So that'll back him up 5.
Why wouldn't it let me call a timeout?
Well, the Broncos had 15 4th-down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. They'll drop the throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000 yards.
Oh, my God.
Double team, and it's intercepted.
Oh, my God.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Oh, my
He's
God.
got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something.
Oh, my God!
Taken down.
Where was my R1 guy?
Corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Jesus, can this get any
Broncos
worse?
going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this
My
first
God,
half.
this is
If I'm an offensive
horrible.
coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now back to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Plenty to look forward to in that early window. One being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers, as they'll be forced to reckon with the Oakland Raiders. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being in Tennessee, where it'll be the Titans at home in Nashville, taking on the LA Chargers. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, a big one in Big D. They always are when these two get together, Eagles and Cowboys, in an NFC East battle from AT&T Stadium. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Man, that was going so well there for a second. All right, this needs to be a way better half.
Captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Oh, I got it first.
Let's see what you got. Shoot, shoot, shoot. General, flash. Set up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is Freeman. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Freeman again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a third-round pick on him, but it was Philip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the #1 running back. But still for Freeman, not a bad rookie campaign, 521 yards and 5 touchdowns as the backup. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On the draw, it's Booker. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Better give me the first down. If you gave them the first down before, you better give it to me on that. That's all I got.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And Sanders has got it complete, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. First and goal.
No, hurry up, hurry up.
A chance to get right back into this football game. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go. 10-2, son. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll run here with Freeman.
Oh my God, my own guy got my way.
Take this from the 9 down to about the 7. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points. Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right.
No!
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
God, he was open. Oh my God, I got to kick the field goal.
Well, so a drive that
What a
spans
promising
all that time,
drive,
you may
too.
only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. The field goal we just saw has us now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff to Thompson.
Oh, my God. Come on.
And he's got some space here.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
What?
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a
Are
penalty.
you
just
freaking
can't
kidding
afford.
me?
It's an absolute killer.
Come on, man.
Coaches and teammates insane.
Hey, hello.
They're in freaking field goal range already. Come on.
They run the counter.
Oh, my
It's
God,
Thompson.
dude.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. CD, 4th quarter, you're still above 3 minutes remaining, but right now running the football is a pretty good idea to work that clock, right?
It certainly is, because your team is strong right now, and you can feel the defense fading a little bit. Their goal, continue to run it this effectively.
Man, I wish I intercepted that.
Formation as the clock winds down, and end the ball game and move on to the next opponent.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Stop your whining.
Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
Gotta intercept
Couldn't
it, man,
hang
so
on
they
third
can't get a
down.
field goal.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught.
Ah!
Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Oh, my God.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Wow.
A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer
Wow,
to the
I thought he
goal
got a
line
touchdown
now
on
for
that.
3rd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Mahomes to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So the Broncos now down by 2 touchdowns. And time, a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw.
Come on!
Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll get this one
Couldn't get out of bounds.
just shy of the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there.
Oh, whoa.
Down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. And he takes this one into the end zone.
28 seconds. Can I win it? Or tie it at least?
Things get a little bit tighter.
Oh my God.
Game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well.
I only have 2 timeouts. I thought I had 3.
Back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's over then. I thought I had 3 timeouts still.
Someone has said here that the data says
Man,
that the team's expecting an
come on.
kick 80% of the time.
When did I use the other timeout?
They do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
I think calling a timeout would make them think to run it, or no? Nope. Man, I thought I had 3 timeouts that whole time, man.
The Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road,
punt it. Come on,
right?
Hike it. Oh my God, they actually hiked it.
How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something.
I was trying to see if I could make something happen out of that, but oh well.
But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Chiefs, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Could not come out a winner today. What are you going to do? Only my second loss of the season, so we're still in good shape. I think. Anyway. I had the ball that much longer and I couldn't even do anything with it. If I didn't give up that one stupid, or throw that one pick, that ended up getting them a touchdown. Man, that would have been a whole different ball game, I think. Man. Oh, whoops. The 1 and 4. Okay, let me. Looks like, alright, cool. Well, thanks for watching Madden NFL 20. It's already 7:30 and I've only played 2 games. You see what I mean? I've been home for almost 3 hours. Bowling took me a lot longer than I wanted it to take. And so we'll see you on the next game whenever I decide to play it and what I decide to play. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Maybe some F1 again.